my pleasure tonight to officially congratulate Roberts-Thomson on his wonderful AFL career. Louis first arrived at the club at the end of 2001 with spiky reddish hair that looked like a nice lie for a 3-wood. In those early days, his athletic ability and rusty kicking action prompted someone to claim that he had more chance of running in the 400 metres at the Olympics than playing in the AFL. Lo and behold, 179 games, a life membership, a Rising Star nomination, 2 premierships, and half a Norm Smith later, LRT proved the early pundits wrong, and Stephen Torbett conveniently forgot about the initial prediction. Louis, your athletic talent was only a small part of your success. Your hardness, resilience, and fierce competitive spirit allowed you to thrive in the ruthless world of the AFL. These traits, coupled with your caring, unselfish, and humble nature, meant that you were a player that others loved to play with. Among the highlights, of course, will be the grand finals, where you did some of your best work, and from where emerged a new nickname, the Warrior, characterised by your tackling and aggressive attack on the ball. Over the journey, you've played on some of the game's best key forwards, played as a ruckman, played as a wingman, and more recently, found a way to kick goals as a key forward. Your versatility was testament to your willingness to sacrifice your own game to help the team get a win. Throughout your career, I believe you aspired to live up to the words of a fellow New South Welshman and former great of this football club by being remembered as a bloke who loved his footy, a bloke who loved his footy club, and a bloke who had a go. Well, mate, you have certainly succeeded in achieving that goal and some. Congratulations on what you have achieved in a wonderful AFL career, and we all look forward to seeing what you achieve in life from here on in. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, Roberts-Thomson.
Mate, it has been an amazing career. I'd love to talk about it all night. We can't. You did before in the Chairman's Club before the last home and away season game. Reflected for about 4.5 hours on your career, and it was wonderful. We might keep it a little bit tighter than that, but one other nickname, of course, is Mr. September. Those finals performances, those grand final performances, did you do anything different? Were you more intense going in? Did things just fall your way? Some of the very best games you ever played were some of the very biggest.
Can I just say a huge thank you to Henry Playfair for those beautiful words. Honestly, it's caught me off guard and a little bit emotional right now. But look, sorry, what was the question?
Did you ever do anything different in September? You obviously took a couple of head knocks, that's fine. Did you do anything different in those finals? You had some of your very best games on the biggest possible stages. Did it just happen that way, or did you consciously go up a gear?
Look, honestly, it's preparing for a game as normal, and I think when you go into the finals, you've done all the hard work throughout the year, so you have total confidence in your teammates, and it's all about just playing your role for the team. And I think, this footy club's been so amazing. It's got such a wonderful history. Unfortunately, it hasn't had too much success over the years. And look, we get taught a lot about the history of this club and some of the past greats, and we love acknowledging the past greats. But to play finals footy for this footy club, it's a tremendous honour. And I think as players, we just want to give our best out in the paddock.
The mateship, the friendship, what was it like in that car doing the lap with Ryan O'Keefe? I was watching the two of you, waving, talking to each other. What was that feeling like? That must have been special.
Yeah, look, it was pretty amazing, to tell you the truth. The farewell lap, look, we were part of a motorcade with a number of past greats, and look, to be sharing a car with Ryan O'Keefe was amazing. Look, Pebbles is an outstanding player. His playing record speaks for itself, but I think off the field it's where you see the best of Pebs. He's a wonderful person. He's got a tremendous work ethic, and he's so good, especially this year for the young guys coming through. He's really taken on a mentoring role, and he's a great teammate to play alongside with.
Have you settled on your own plans after football yet? Is 2015 and beyond clear for LRT?
Look, 2015, it's still a work in progress. Look, I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen there. I love this footy club so much, so potentially I'd love to play a small role in this club moving forward. And look, I think 2015 is going to be a tremendous year for this club. No doubt they'll bounce back from last weekend and next year. If you look at some of the talent coming through with the younger guys, they're exceptional. And some of the older guys, the leadership group in particular, they've got some wonderful players in that mix, and they're led by Jerry McVeigh and Kieran Jack, who are great players, but they're exceptional leaders off the field.
And is there anything else you'd like to say to the 1,000 people here tonight, LRT?
Look, I'd like to say a big thank you, but can I say that one of my greatest memories at this footy club was in my first year, and actually the great man's here himself tonight, and that is Tony Lockett. I got to play a couple of games in the reserves with Tony down in the VFL with Port Melbourne. That was an unbelievable experience, and it's fair to say the weeks that he played in the Resis got a bigger crowd than the seniors. But I think, having retired 5 weeks ago, I've said a huge thank you to so many people that have been involved in my career and have shown me so much support. But I'd just like to quickly thank again, first and foremost, the Sydney Swans, the organisation, especially the administration led by Andrew Ireland and Andrew Pridham, and the previous chairman, Richard Collis, plus the whole board. You've been outstanding. Thank you. To my senior coaches, John Longmire and previously Paul Roos, thank you so much for the opportunity to play for this great club. I've enjoyed every minute of it. It was a tough decision to retire, but look, the club, as I mentioned, is in fantastic hands, and you guys have been tremendous for me. I'd like to quickly thank the medical staff. I've spent a fair bit of time with those guys. Matty Cameron and Gibbsy. Look, Gibbsy, if I paid you $1 for every stitch you gave me, I'd be broke. But I'd also like to thank the players. You guys have been tremendous in the support that you've shown me this year. But along the journey, it's been amazing to meet you guys and play alongside you guys and really go through the journey, experience the highs and lows. I mean, footy's not easy at times, but you're in it together as a team. And the great thing about the Swans, it's such a united team that, if there is adversity, we're willing to fight through it. And I think what you guys can create over the next few years will be something special. I'd also like to thank my wife Zoe and my family for the support that those guys have given me. I mean, you've been right beside me for the entire journey, and I thank you so much for that. Finally, I'd like to publicly say a huge thank you to all the supporters here. You've been truly amazing. I think as a footy club, you certainly do rely on the supporters, and you guys have been the backbone of this footy club. The players, they certainly feel the knocks and the bruises and the bumps on the footy field, but I think as supporters, you guys really do feel that too. You're the ones there that are picking us off the deck. You're the ones that are supporting us through the thick and thin. And you guys, from a player's point of view, have been... Look, you've been amazing. I've used that word a lot, but you guys have been something special. I know when I did run through the banner with my teammates side by side with me, to run through the banner, hear the crowd roar, it feels like that you guys are side by side with me too. And that's something pretty special. And you guys are wonderful. You're so loyal, so passionate, and thank you. So I think, Spence, I'm officially retired now. So thank you guys, appreciate it.
The end of an era. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. September, the Warrior, the Paddle Pop Lion, LRT. Give him one more round of applause, please.